Yo, Grant here with Smoov. Gonna take you through a simple exercise that I've been doing for quite some time. I really like it in the morning to wake up my legs, wake up my joints, also get some nice spinal decompression in the process. I have been doing this exercise a little bit more recently to be able to strengthen and load my joints with a little bit more support. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have had a flare-up of a knee injury. This happened about 15 years ago. Really doesn't bother me, but sometimes when I do a lot of stuff all at once, overload it, it'll flare up. And this was a pretty substantial flare up, but this one's been really helpful for keeping me active and allowing me to continue to strengthen the joints. All right, I'm gonna shut up now, not completely, but let's get into it. All you're gonna need for this is some sort of railing. You could do this on the inside of your sink, a lot of different ways. You could also press into the wall, but I like this to be able to lean back. So I'm gonna get my feet about 2 fist widths apart, and I'm going to grip the railing and pull back through my hips. Now, as I go through this, I can start to load through the ankle joint, the knee joint, and the hip joint. And what I would say is the position I'm in right now is more of a squinge. So a combination between that hinge pattern and that squat pattern. And you can see from that squinge, I can either come into more of that horizontal displacement of my hips back into the hinge, or I can actually start to go into more of that vertical displacement into the squat. So that position really allows me to load everything involved with both the squat and the hinge. I'm gonna grab the railing for support. I'm gonna pull my arms into my torso so I get a little lat stretch here. And you can see I'm elevating my heels a little bit, but I also can get heavy through those heels as well. Put force through the foot and feel that force, that load go through the ankle, the knee, and the hip. So if I have any sort of weakness, tenderness, some pain that I might be working through, I can go into this position and start to load tension through those joints with the support of the railing. So all I'm gonna do is hang out here, breathing and pressing through the ball of my foot. If you need to put that heel down or if that feels better for you, that's totally fine. That'll just load the ankle into a deeper range right there. All of this is about creating force through the ground. And then you can see I'm pulling back through my hips to get some nice elongation through the spine. I can pull deeper into that hip crease, pressing my thighs against my abdomen, creating depth in a pinch right here so I can continue to load the back side of my body. And that's where a lot of my support is going to come from. And here I can play with either that straightening of the leg and going more hip dominant, or starting to come deeper into that squat, working through the range, finding different spots that you feel you need to load, maybe build some confidence in, and over time building that ability to pressurize and build confidence through your joints. In terms of my knee right now, I don't want to just load up with a bunch of weight. We want to keep the joints moving. We want to keep them lubricated, keep loading them in safe and effective ways. This helps us progressively come out of, let's say, an injury or something painful and replace that with confidence and trust in those joints so we can go and do the things that we want to do without thinking about, man, is my knee gonna catch today? Is it gonna do something funky? Is my ankle gonna roll? No, I've loaded them, they're strong, they're able, and I can get back to my activities. Well, that was also a mental exercise as well. My feet were burning. It was like a Tony Robbins seminar. So just know I really toughed it out for all of you out there. That's all I've got for you in this video. Please hit me with any further questions on this. I'll provide some more progressions on it so you can start to work with this position and do some different things to open up your movement. If you found it valuable, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel, of course. We'll see you next time. Stay smooth.